First Estinian and now Ehrenwald. It would seem there is much amusement to be had at my expense. Honestly, I might as well go adventuring with Alize. The Butcher's Blood. Oh, Ehrenwald is still grinning at Alphino's miscomfort or discomfort. Man, my reading tonight is subpar. All jesting aside, we must tell people the good news, and I think Lise should be the first. Seconded. There's to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so she is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? Man. This place is a maze. There we go. It's just her here. Oh, she's talking to somebody that I can't interact with. And of course it's nighttime. It's always nighttime. Oh? You three look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. You're joking. The Mad King's Trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Lavenza and Alphino in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I vote that it goes towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Which, I mean, isn't that kind of everybody at this point? Gods, if there's as much as you say. Ehrenwald did not exaggerate, I assure you. We cannot hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I have taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there is one other thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have a head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out sacks of gil won't solve everything. But I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem. Deep breaths. Tell me what's happened. A mob's gathered outside headquarters, and they've started making demands. You best come and see for yourself. Yeah, I remember this scene. I think some people that were personally affected by Fordola.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on? Someone let slip about Fordola.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Butcher the... Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down! Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her! So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo. Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Papa Raubon.
I know you're right, I do, but I can't.
Yeah, as soon as Raubon stepped in, I was like, okay, we got this handled. He's going to know how to, you know, calm everybody down or whatever. See, and that's the thing again, like, Lise is in a leadership position, but she doesn't have that experience yet. But hopefully she's learning from it all. After 20 years of Imperial rule, 'tis no surprise that people should seek a target for all their pent-up rage and grief. I only wish I knew the solution. Thank the gods General Aldin arrived when he did. Any later, and we would have had a riot on our hands. Fordola and her skulls may have aspired to be Imperial citizens, but they were born Alamigan. To their countrymen, they are traitors of the worst kind. The butcher has much to answer for, but to simply drag her from her cell and slaughter her in the street, General Aldin is right. My thanks, Raubon. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. 'Tis a difficult tide to stem. 'Twas that same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over. All the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Garleans. It starts with insults most often. Then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. Yeah, I mean, your rage and sorrow and anger and all of that is so great that it's like, you know, it's like, I need to kick something. Even if it's a dead body, I'm going to rip it out of the ground and beat the hell out of it. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Who are these representatives exactly? Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier. I think it's all of the different races within Garabania. Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own. So we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Ananta and the Kikern to participate. Did we deal with any Kikern out here? I want to say we did, but I'm not remember any areas they're actually at. Al Amigo stands at a crossroads. In this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. That's almost all the more reason not to do it. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated and everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only, I caught a glimpse of her past. A moment of it, anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things, but in some ways, she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born, and that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. If you will have me, I have a mind to attend this interview as well. I've no great wish to save Fordola, even if I could. But there's more to her than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. I think it's best if I stay outside and keep watch for troublemakers. After what that woman did to Mefred and Commander Kemp, I'd struggle not to throttle her. Speak with the guard, and we'll all go in together. You've the commander's permission to enter then? Yes.
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you? Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's all emotion.
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Ooh. Oh, is that little Fordola?
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right! Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
Talk to a kid
That's
that
not
way.
true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Jeez. Dude, at a little girl.
Fadola!
Traitors!
Please! You have to do something! My husband and daughter are in danger!
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arms.
We're citizens! We have rights!
Ah!
I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Jesus. This is absolutely horrific.
Fadola, please! You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods! What have you done to your face?
I noticed her father had that.
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us?
Well, that, and she probably sees the rest of...
Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time.
God, and those are the ones she killed.
It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
She has a lot of conflicting emotions swirling up to create like a twisted logic, you know, a logic that doesn't even die for them to be free.
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past? And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Oh, she's seen. Oh, God.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
Oh, jeez. You know why you saw? Because I choose to. No, it's for those I have lost, for those I can yet save. Damn, this is all just like emotional, man. It's just so much pain, so much suffering, and
damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
wow, that was something. Like, to me, that was probably one of the best cutscenes, one of the best stories in Stormblood. I mean, as far as the MSQ goes. I mean, I was saying it earlier with the Dark Knight quests and how, like, I like the stuff that really makes you think and really makes you, like, look inward. And to me, this was just one of those. This was, I mean, everything Fordola went through. And you can criticize, obviously, like, you know, the violence that she, you know, she, like, that was her answer. But you know, that rage, that sadness, that bitterness. I mean, who wouldn't be in a situation like that? And for a young child, like, probably most of the Alamegans she knew were antagonistic. I mean, violent toward her and her family. I mean, they killed her father. And, I mean, clearly she had no love for the Imperials, for the Garleans, but to come out of it. I mean, she came out of it based. I mean, it was not about freedom for her people. She wanted revenge against it. I mean, maybe to some degree to the, like, her friends and, you know, the people that accepted her, but to everybody else, it just seemed like she just wanted vengeance. She wanted to be in a position of authority above them, you know, to be able to make them feel what she felt. Because she mentioned nothing about wanting to stick it to the Imperials, to take back the land or anything like that. To her, I think at best just the Imperials, the Garleans, whatever, were a means to an end. You know, to take whatever beatings she needed to from them, just to get the authority, the power to then, you know, redirect all that hatred and whatever, you know, toward these people that, you know, did her and her family wrong. Again, you know, it's, you know, the parallels with Yotsuyu and everything, and you know, just thinking, and particularly in the situation she was in, where it kind of came down to the, you know, two sides, where it's either, you know, you never accept Garlean occupation, and anybody who does is a traitor, or you see it as the best chance you have is to go along with the occupation. That's the best way of survival. But then, of course, you make enemies of your own people. But it, you know, again, two sides. And each, maybe not each sees the other as wrong, but there's enough of that there. And instead of understanding that you're both in the same position and that it's better to work together and, I mean, at least find some happy medium, maybe. I don't know. It's just, this is just heavy, heavy stuff. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was phenomenal. So we did the Dark Knight Stormblood quests and started into 4.1. And again, between the Dark Knight stuff and the Fordola stuff in 4.1, this was just with story tonight. Just a game. So yeah, if you enjoyed this and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see this stuff live because it's amazing, link to my Twitch is in the description down below. Thank you again for watching. Have a good one.